Hey everyone, welcome to the Captain Drone YouTube channel. In my hands I have the BETAFPV AIR65 WISP. Well, this is pretty much the AIR65 you've seen in the past, except this one is supposed to glow in the dark. So the frame on this thing is fluorescent, or I guess you call it fluorescent. It's got something in it that makes the frame glow. I tried it once, it glows, but I don't know if it glows enough that a camera could pick it up. Now, if you flew it outside at night, you would definitely see the glowiness, but indoors, I'm not so sure. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fly it around here and see how it flies, and then I will fly it again and follow it with all the lights off and see if I can get it to glow. Here we go. Does that look glowy? Ooh, 3D scary. Ooh. Now I do recall flying the AIR65 in the past, the previous versions, and it's pretty fast. You can fly it indoors, but it likes to fly outdoors with the brushless motors. So it is ELRS, and I do have my ELRS pocket. And it is analog, so I do have my iFlight goggles, which are going to record the analog signal inside. And it does run on a 1S battery. They recommend a tiny little 300. And this is what that little tiny 300 looks like. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to plug in the quad. You'll see there's some glowy lights on the bottom, and that's supposed to assist with glowing the frame as well. I'm going to put it over here. It's okay if I smash into my walls and everything because it does have prop guards and it's not going to leave a mark. I'm going to tell you right now, the image coming back looks exceptionally good. Here we go, armed. Going through the house, try not to crash into anything. So this little AIR65 is designed for indoor and outdoor flight, but they made this version for glow in the dark. I'm going to have to I'll try it in the house next, just walking around, see if it glows, and I'll also try it outdoors to see if it glows outdoors, because I think indoors it'd have to be pitch black to see it. They say in the literature that fly it outdoors and it'd be good. You know what? I'm missing all these gates here. Let me see if I can get it through a gate. For some reason my goggles are too high. Nope, my goggles are too high on my head. I can't see the bottom part of my screen. So let me try this one. There we go, I saw that one. Let's see if I can see this one. My head's all tilted. I'm hitting everything now. All right, go through this one, then I'm coming back. All right, right in front of me. Land, smash, crash. What I'll do next is I'll take it around, I'll put a light on it, I'll get this thing to glow a little bit and see if the canopy glows. I don't find it glows too much, and then I'll try it outdoors as well. Now, if you want to see my full review of the AIR65, look up here. That's what it looks like, and I'll put a link to it below. But for now, this version is only out because it glows. It's a special version. So what I'm going to do is try to make the frame glow, turn off all the lights, and fly it around my house, and I'll follow it with a hat cam, and we'll see if we see the glow. I don't think this is going to work very well. I think I'm going to have to take this out and try it at night, but we'll do one quick try indoors here. I'm just adding light to the frame because it is fluorescent, and we'll see what it looks like. And I'll fly it in front of me so you can see it. Okay, so let's go. I have it over here. We'll fly it. I don't see any glowing. I think I'm going to have to take this outside. Yeah. A little bit of glowing in the frame, but not too much. Maybe my hat cam picks it up a little bit better than I do. So there's a darker area. Do you see it? I'm just hovering in front of my hat cam here. I don't know. It's more glowy, but it's not as glowy as I expected. I'm gonna have to give this a try outside in the darkness. All right, that's enough of that. Okay, it's pretty dark out here. Here's our little drone, and we're gonna give it a shot in the dark. All right, here we go. Well, it is glowing. I can see it. You should be able to see it in my hat cam. I'll put it up in the sky here. Yep. There it is. So it does glow, and you can see it if you're out in the dark at night, like I'm out in the dark here, and you can see it buzzing around the sky. Hopefully it shows up in my little hat cam. There it is. In the pitch blackness out here. All right, let's bring it down. Wink. That's it. Here we have the box the drone arrives in. The AIR65 arrives fully assembled and ready to fly. You can see the 5-in-1 flight controller and ELRS receiver. The analog FPV camera is a CO3 camera, and the VTX shoots out at 400 milliwatts. The brushless motors are the very popular 0702 SE2s, and they are at 2700 kV. The tri-bladed props are also fluorescent and they do glow. The 65mm frame is super flexible. The battery connector is a BT 2.0. And speaking of batteries, you can buy them in packs of 5. One extra upgraded frame and upgraded canopy is also included. As well, you receive a connector so you can connect the quad to Betaflight configurator. Additional glow-in-the-dark props are included, as well as some frame screws and rubber grommets. The AIR65 WISP only weighs 17 grams. When you add the recommended battery, you're up to 25 grams. Alright, so you're back to me, and this is the BETAFPV AIR65 WISP that you just watched in my review. Now, a few things I have to tell you. Why do they call it the WISP? I call it the WISP because it's spelled W-I-S-P. Is that for whisper quiet? I am not sure, but one of you are going to tell me because I honestly don't know. Second thing I want to tell you is you saw me shining a light on the frame to make it glow. Well, if I look at the instructions, it says you have to use a UV light. I didn't have a UV light, so I just tried a normal flashlight. So I guess if you have a UV light, like maybe a black light. I don't know. If you have a UV light and shine it on this, it will really glow. But I didn't have one, so the glowing you saw was just from me shining a light on it, then letting it fly, and it did pretty well. So in previous versions, I was getting about 4 minutes flight time maximum, and that's what you would get on this as well, 4 minutes flight time with the 300 milliamp hour battery. If you want to get more flight time, use a larger battery. And the last thing to mention is if you watch that full review, you will see this is ELRS at 2.4 gigahertz, so you have to use a radio that's ELRS at 2.4, and that's why I was using the Radio Master Pocket, which is perfect for this. So if you have questions on this product, post your questions below. If you want to buy this product and see how much it costs, if I look at it from my Canadian vantage point, so it shows up at about $90 US. I don't know what it's going to show up as in your country, but go check it out and see what the price is. It's a pretty decent price for a whoop. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in a future video with many more FPV drone reviews, because I have a lot of FPV drones to review. Till then, I say bye!